to my channel. I recently received an order for a portrait, and today I will be printing off that portrait, but I wanted to show you how I frame that using reclaimed wood. I use a technique where I don't have to do mitered corners, and they are so easy to put together. Here is little Maya, and that's what it looks like. So we've got the frame, and then this inner frame serves as a mat. So then when we place the picture in, you can't see it here, but it's just going to lay down in there. And it's just very easy for me, and you can paint these or whatever. Let's get to the workshop. So here is the print that my client hired me to do for her. Aren't they adorable? So I need to make a frame for this, and to do that I just have a piece of paper that is the same size as the print. So what I will do first is get the length measurement that I want, and all it is, it's the outside of this print. So I'm just going to lay it up there. What I like about this technique is that it is very easy to put together. They go together quickly, and you can cut as you go. The first thing we want to do is get our measurement for the bottom, because the side will overhang like that. So first I'm going to get my measurement here, and I already know that the top and the bottom are 11 inches. So I measured 11 inches, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut the top and the bottom so they'll be the same size. Now that the top and the bottom is cut, now we need to do the sides. So we're just going to lay that down there. Line it up with our piece of paper that we're going to frame. Come here and make a mark. Then we'll put these two together and go to the saw. Now we have the two sides. And I believe that will be a perfect fit. So what I'm going to do now is sand these, just a light sand, probably 220 sandpaper. I will attach with glue and use my nail gun to put that together. I'll be right back. I've sanded all four sides of our frame, and I'm going to glue them and clamp them. And you don't want to use too much glue. And like I mentioned, I love making my frames this way because I don't have to do the miter cuts. And it should look like this. Next, we will get the nail gun and get a nail in each of the 4 corners. The next thing we're going to do is cut our pieces for the inner mat. And we will just lay that on there. And again, just do a pencil mark. And we'll need 2 for the long side and 2 for the short. I'll go make those cuts. The next step is to place our boards in to make sure that they're going to fit for the long edge. There we go. Now we're going to need the short edges. So we've got our boards cut for the top and the bottom. Just place those in there. We're going to take off our clamps. Clamp these ones just like we did the larger frame. We'll take the nail gun and put some nails on the 2 longer sides. The key to this type of frame is to make sure that you have a gap at the back to lay in your print and a cardboard. There's several ways to do it. What I like to do is just get a couple pieces of wood to use as a spacer, and then I will use the nail gun to secure it. So I have 4 pieces of wood, kind of like Scrabble board size. And I'm going to place those underneath here to raise this up on each of the corners. Then I will place my frame around that, and I have a gap in the back. I will just take the nail gun and get some nails in the side and on the top. What I like to do to make sure nothing shifts is put some clamps on the side, and then we will put some nails in here, and we have a nice little ledge in the back to place our picture. And let's get that secured. here you can see that beautiful ledge where the print and the cardboard will slide right in there. We created that by using those spacers, so you can make your inset any size by the size of your spacers. And here I'm showing you how the cardboard fit right in there nicely. And with this project, you only need 8 pieces of scrap wood. And here I grabbed some craft paper and I'm just cutting it, and I cut it to the size of the entire outside width of the frame. I will use this craft paper to glue onto the back to cover the print and the cardboard once I have that inserted. You could also place your logo if you have a stamp for a logo on the back. You could sign the back, but I think that the craft paper adds a nice touch to the finished product. And here I am placing the print in first. And if you wanted, if you were going to put some glass in there or put some plexiglass, you would make your spacer a little thicker to allow for that. And then here's the cardboard. And we're almost there. And then I'm using these glazer points to put in and secure the cardboard. And I'm doing this before I put the craft paper on the back. And you just use a screwdriver and a hammer to tap those in. And it's pretty easy, but it's just going to hold those in place. I just love how easy these frames are to put together. I love how they look after they are put together, and they're handmade, something that you made, so they're not supposed to be perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. I will be happy to answer them. And until next time, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.